Greetings, denizens of the tri-state area. Jacob Weil here.
And Blue Dragon 5.
And Dragon, I know what we're going to do today. That's right, with my revival of my favorite cartoon, Phineas and Ferb, officially upon us, I'm guiding Blue Dragon 5 and I are once again firing up the Recap-inator and discovering the series anew, and hopefully making new summer memories along the way. Today's episodes are Entrance Exam and Dungeons and Dating. So, first off, we have an inside look at the lairs once again, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And a whole lot of Carl.
Carl.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, the boys are looking for the perfect summer drink, and it turns out to be a lot more difficult than they thought. So, what are your thoughts on Entrance Exam?
This one was pretty funny.
Yep. You got the whole situation with Carl. Doofenshmirtz is trying to get the attention of the drink attendant. And also the overly dramatic drink.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, let's get into Entrance Exam. So, Doofenshmirtz is on vacation. It's nice to see him enjoying himself.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the important part of the episode, is it?
Mm-mm.
And what is?
So Monogram and Carl, they're testing all the lair entrances at the Flynn Fletcher home. So not a lot of Perry this episode.
Nope.
But a whole lot of Carl.
A whole lot of Carl.
So there's there's a 10,000-foot tunnel system for Carl to traverse.
And he has to go and test every single entrance there is.
Oh yeah.
And as we've seen, there's a lot of entrances.
Yeah.
Like Monogram apparently has the hard job of pushing all the buttons, while Carl has the easy job.
Well, duh. All he has to do is appear, you know.
Yep, that's the hard job.
Yeah.
That goes another Carl episode. Yeah, it is kind of a Carl episode.
Mm-hmm.
But it's another one where you kind of feel bad for the guy.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Doof is having trouble. He just wants basically about brag going on vacation, doesn't he?
What?
I said Doof wants to brag about him being on vacation.
Oh yeah.
He's just basically even still being petty when he's on his trip.
Yep, but he needs a beverage.
But he can't get one because Benjamin won't bring him one.
Yeah, Benjamin, the naughty cabana boy, isn't bringing him a beverage.
But as we find out later, there's a good reason for that.
Yes, there is.
Do you just want to get it out of the way now, or do you just want to?
His name might not be Benjamin.
Yep, it's Chris.
Which is just so hilarious. Just like, no wonder Doofenshmirtz didn't get anywhere. He's calling the wrong name.
Yep. This is him basically bringing in, but at the end, he still does get his drink. So, it all worked out for Doof in this episode, ultimately.
As it often does.
So, why don't we find out exactly how they get the drink?
Yes, so the boys are looking into the science of beverages.
Like, to figure out the perfect Arnold Palmer, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Of course, reminds me of the other guys.
You mean the movie?
Yes, the movie.
How so exactly?
Well, I believe Brent Gelman. So the kids know Brent Gelman today from Stranger Things, but before then, he was in the other guys. And Brent Gelman, a very funny guy, he was So at one point in the movie, our two detective characters, Alan and Terry, they basically are looking for they're looking for a lead so they can get back on the big case. So they need essentially they need something with either she had a picture on her phone or like she somehow had Alan's. The point being, Alan had an ex girlfriend who was involved in this case somehow. I'm blanking on the specifics. Essentially, she had like a photo or a piece of evidence that he needed, so they went to her house. And the running gag in that movie is that Alan, the Will Ferrell character, was was ridiculously was found ridiculously attractive by every woman in the movie. And it was this thing where apparently he's had a past as well, and so this woman's like, she's head over heels for him and like a scorned ex lover essentially, but deeply head over heels for him. So he's going there. She has this husband who is very clearly there are names for him, but I don't want to repeat them here. The point being, he's very eager to watch Alan get back together with his wife. Let's say that much.
Okay then.
And so, point being, he's a very, seemingly a very neutered man. I'll say that much. He's a very, he's a very, kind of lapdog of a husband.
Okay then.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's his whole. He's like wearing a sweater. Is Brett Gelman with like with a beard and is wearing a goofy sweater, and he's like Arnold Palmer alert. He's just all smiles as he's bringing in the Arnold Palmers, and he's like basically terrifying Terry as basically Alan's having this conversation with the ex girlfriend in the other kitchen. She's like throwing herself at him. She's like, come on, let's get back together. He's already married. He's like, no, this is professional. This whole thing anyway. So like he's saying like, oh yeah, Terry, I'm shaved everywhere despite the beard. I'm smooth as an otter or something. And he's like, Alan, it's just like,
oh god,
this whole thing. The point being, he's just a lot of really funny Brett Gelman humor, but he has this whole thing where he's just hamming it up like Arnold. He's bringing the Arnold Palmer alert, and it's just silly.
That is kind of funny.
Like, you come into my house, you get my wife's name right.
All right.
Stuff like that.
Makes sense.
Point being, the other guys, folks, watch it if you haven't already. Just watch it for Michael Keaton alone.
Is he the guy who does all that?
Well, no, Michael Keaton he's my favorite part of the movie. He's their boss. He's the chief. Well, sorry, captain, not chief. He's Captain Gene.
That makes all right.
Who also, the thing that I love about Captain Gene is that, again, to supplement his income because he's not making enough as a cop. He's the captain of the police force, but also he works at a Bed Bath and Beyond. It's really funny.
So the kids are looking to pick the perfect summer drink, which is either clearly a lemonade iced tea or a tea lemonade. But Buford doesn't care that doesn't care as long as it has Quench.
Quench.
Right, Dragon? What's the point of a drink if it doesn't have Quench?
Now you know what I'm thinking of during all this Quench business.
Freakazoid?
No.
All right, then what are you thinking about?
Avatar.
Oh, it's the quenchiest.
Yeah, it's cactus juice. It's the quenchiest.
Yep, that was great.
Yeah, they finished the new movie, by the way.
Yeah, and they're just waiting for it to be released.
Yeah, again, it's all still. This is ridiculous. It still sounds very mythical. Not seeing a lick of footage. I don't believe this movie exists yet.
And you know what I just learned, Dragon?
What did you just learn, Jacob?
It does tie to Sokka.
Oh,
Jack DeZen is coming to the convention in this summer.
You gonna bring him some cactus juice?
It's the quenchiest after all.
Yeah.
I mean, I already met Toph, Uncle Iroh, and Zuko. Not Zuko, Azula.
Yeah.
So why not add to that? I think Aang's going to be there too.
Mm.
Zach Essen, I think his name is.
Yeah.
He's going to be there too.
Well, I'm glad it's all coming up Millhouse for you, Jacob.
Hey, it's not my fault I get all the good ones.
No, it is your fault. You're geographically in a more advantageous location.
I guess.
Everybody loves Columbus.
Yep, that is
If
true.
we learned anything from Zombieland, everyone loves Columbus.
Yeah, it is pretty dang great.
All right.
So yeah, so they're trying to come with a good drink, but it turns out to be more difficult than they expected.
Yeah.
And they have this huge apparatus in the backyard to find the perfect flavor mixture ratio.
So everyone's got a job here. So Isabella, she's the kind of the sommelier. She's the taster.
Baljeet is the chemist essentially.
Yeah, and
like the mixer.
yeah. Well, he's more so he's running the numbers. He's doing the math.
Yep, and Buford is the quench tester.
Yes, he basically determines, like, he's running on a treadmill and seeing if it kind of rehydrates, if it quenches thirst, if it kind of prevents dehydration.
Awkward Tad says, when did quench become a noun? That is a good question. Apparently, when Buford
to quench thirst.
Well, that'd be a verb.
Yeah,
not a noun.
But again, it was
It's got to have quench, which is what he's using it as a noun.
Right. Well, still though, I'm just saying, quench as a verb, of course, would transform on Phineas and Ferb.
All right.
Urban with Ferbin.
All right.
All right. All right. Let's see. So and then Ferb's at work in the machine. So.
Yep.
We have a jaunty tune with Carl as he is searching the entrances. He's testing the entrances,
and he ends up getting stuck.
Yeah, which I mentioned a while back. I mean, this would kind of terrify me.
Oh yeah, but Awkward Tatus, why isn't Baljeet in charge of this operation? He makes a mean milkshake according to Shea Platypus. Well, this isn't a milkshake. This is an Arnold Palmer.
Very different science. One's an art, one's a science. This is a milkshake's an art. This is a science.
Hey, I used to make pretty good milkshakes when I worked at an ice cream place where I live.
But what do you think? Is it more art or science?
And mostly art. You kind of have to know. You kind of have to know the right mixture. So
here's what I want to know: could you make a milkshake like Pee Wee Herman could?
Probably not.
Yeah, you've seen him make a milkshake, haven't you?
Yes, because I have.
Yeah.
He does make a mean milkshake.
Chocolatey.
And remember, the boys had their own milkshake operation.
They did.
In outer space.
Yep.
I still want one of those shooting star milkshakes. All right, so So Arnold Palmer's aside. Carl gets stuck, and as you said, it would be terrifying.
Oh, I love that Monogram had this great sight gag during this, where Monogram has like this mustache magazine. The mustache on the magazine is like right in front of his face.
Yep, that is great.
Yep.
He has a thing for mustaches, apparently.
Yep.
And I have a pretty good one too right now. You haven't seen my mustache.
Well, it's part of a beard, though, isn't it?
Well, mustaches can be separate from a beard.
Well, is yours separate from a beard?
Actually, I'm kind of growing it into a circle beard now.
See, that's what I mean. You're overly ambitious with the facial hair.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you can't just say, "Look at my cool mustache" when you're doing all the extra.
Well, I had a pretty good mustache. I had a pretty good mustache when I cosplayed as Weird Al.
Well, I'm sure you did, but that was then. This is now.
And people actually liked my Weird Al outfit.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
And I'm seeing him this August.
Well, I hope you shave.
I probably will.
There you go.
All right.
Anyway, so here's what I love about this in terms of him. Everything happens up to him getting stuck. I love that everything Carl goes through during this montage is basically it's basically revenge for moving Perry's chair that one time.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that was like the biggest dang at Carl ever.
Yeah, and this is the revenge. This is the punishment.
So Perry is in on it because he's not doing a dang thing.
Mm-hmm. He's letting them suffer.
Yep.
I'm off the clock. I'm on vacation too.
Yep. When Doof's not doing anything, Perry's out too.
Yeah.
Oh. And so Carl tests everything. Things are going well until he does get stuck.
Yep.
But there's someone else that's stuck, but metaphorically stuck.
Candace.
Because she hears Monogram talking through the entrances and thinks he's the mysterious force.
Yep.
Oh, God.
We've personified the mysterious force.
Through Monogram.
Yep, which is appropriate.
Yep. It is appropriate.
Yep. I love he's obviously talking to someone named Carl. Says, you can call me Carl. There's a zebra that calls
me Kevin.
It calls me Kevin.
Yep. Jeff. Oh yeah, I voted for you, Kevin. I love that zebra.
Reminds me of the Dexter's Lab zebra.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah, I watched that one. It's in the Justice Friends, like in the.
Yep. Which now you can watch, at least until it eventually goes away. You can watch it on Tubi.
Yeah, it's in one of the Crunk episodes, right?
Well, yeah, the Justice Friends.
Yeah, Justice Friends, but he primarily interacted with Crunk, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Crunk. It's the episode in which Crunk, he watches the Puppet Pals and he wants to be on the Puppet Pals. So the zebra makes it happen. Did you bring your toothbrush? You won't be needing it. That's the zebra.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What is it with funny zebras?
I don't know.
Awkward Dad, I don't actually know when the last time we saw a zebra. I don't know if we saw him. I forget if we've seen him this season.
I don't think we have.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But it's nice to know that they haven't forgotten him.
Yeah.
And so Monogram says, "Time to wiggle out," and so that makes Candace wiggle.
Yep.
So, well, whatever you're doing, sir, none of it is dislodging me.
To be honest, Stacy.
If she could, so she calls Stacy.
Stacy, this is a new one for her. She's playing Candace Bingo, and she gets bingo.
Yep. Who knows what the who knows exactly what the bingo will actually win her? But yes, she also notes that's not the craziest thing she said this week.
Yeah.
So that only leaves you to wonder what else has Candace said this very week.
I shudder to think.
Yeah, if it's anything stranger than mysterious forces contact me through the bathtub. It is kind of strange though that later on that Stacy doesn't recognize Monogram's voice.
Yeah, it is.
It's like I don't know if it's like because she didn't interact with him that much, but I do hope they do. I hope they ultimately do show more of Perry and Stacy hanging out, or just they revisit that plot again more.
I wonder what that would look like.
No idea. I mean, they already had a pretty good episode with it.
No, I mean, Jacob, I wonder what that would look like.
Yeah, you mean like this?
Yeah. We should take a moment to appreciate the who.
Yes.
Not the what, but the who.
Not the why, or the when,
or the where.
The who.
It's all about the who. Who are you, Kelly? Kelly who?
Yes. There's also this.
Yeah, look at that.
Wait. Oh, dang it. My images got switched around.
Yeah, blame them for all this.
All right, there we go. I got it back.
Yeah. Anyway,
sorry about that, folks.
Yep.
So the moment to appreciate Kelly, who has passed.
Yeah.
Even though we always appreciate her, nonetheless.
Well, if you ever, again, because you're meeting everyone, if you ever run into Kelly, who you should do like a "we're not worthy" kind of thing.
Who's on first? What's on second? And I don't know. Is on third.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, Dragon, no, Kelly Who is not confirmed for this yet.
Oh, just give it time. I'm sure you'll be. You probably go to a Starbucks and find her there too.
Maybe. I'm surprised Stacy didn't recognize Monogram's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty odd, but maybe she didn't interact with him that much.
Yep.
But, and how do they figure out how to appease the mysterious force dragon?
It wants a sandwich.
A ham sandwich.
Yep. Of course, this reminds me of Gutierrez from Freakazoid.
There's the Freakazoid reference.
Jocko, make our guest a sandwich. And of course, then Gutierrez instantly regrets this. So he says he's saying, like, enough with the sandwich already, but it's a really good sandwich. I don't want to hear about the sandwich. Freakazoid, you drive me crazy.
Oh, God. And when's that coming to Tubi?
Well, again, I looked at it since we talked. I mean, it says, like, in the weeks within the months. I mean, I don't know if they're just going to add them, like, on Fridays or what. I mean, just keep an eye out this week. We're supposed to get new ones dropping this week, I'd imagine.
I mean, I'm still waiting for Shaolin Showdown.
That's the thing. It's going to be in one of the drops. It's the question when the drops start, because we had the first week happen already. I don't know when they're going to drop during the week. I mean, you have to imagine they would sparse them out between the 4 weeks. I don't think they're just going to drop them, like, a week later.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, in the meantime, watch Codename Kids Next Door.
Like I said, I pretty much own all of Kids Next Door already.
All right, well, never mind then.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad it's there, but I can pretty much just watch it already for free.
All right, fine.
And I think I even have Operation Zero.
Yeah.
So, but it is nice to have it on streaming.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So anyway.
Yeah. So
the Force likes one. So the Force wants luncheon meats.
Yes.
You never hear that in Star Wars.
Well, there was that one time Han Solo wanted a sandwich, but then he said, that's not how the Force works. So like Luke's saying, hey, Han, here's a sandwich. That's not how the Force works, but the sandwich.
But I do want this sandwich.
Well, you have to admit it's the Force then. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. Then I'm going to eat your sandwich in front of you. Don't you dare. I'm gonna have Chewie rip your arm off if you eat that sandwich.
Chewie's like.
Then Luke just says, "Hey Chewie, would you like this sandwich? Can you admit that it's the Force?" And as Chewie says, "Yes." It's like, "No, Chewie, what are you doing? No, don't don't give him what he wants."
May the sauce be with you, says Aqua-Ted.
Now that reminds me of Teen Titans. You remember the source?
Yep, the source. That also reminds me of a Lego set I got today.
Yeah.
I got the yellow Star Wars logo Lego set.
Oh. Is it the Kroll?
Well, it's not the crawl, but it's like it's the yellow Star Wars logo.
All right.
The one you do see before the crawl, though. I guess.
Yeah. Now, after you build it, you're gonna hold it, and, like, go up real close to somebody's face, and then walk backwards.
Yes. Or I'll just film it myself, going like, dun, dun, dun.
Yep, and then we'd have to cut to your image.
Yes. Yep. You know the one.
Yep, the life story image. Not that one. That's scary. There you go, right there.
What about this one?
That's for date night. That's settling.
All right.
just this the progression of patheticness. That's what that is.
You know what other Lego set I got today?
Do we need to have the image ready?
The Luxo Junior.
I have that one.
Yep, I've got that one. I just got that one today.
Assembled and everything. The Luxo. Are you gonna have yours on the ball or next to the ball?
Probably on the ball.
I have mine on the ball too.
Yep. And you're just saying I'm pathetic because you're jealous.
Well, I have that Lego set.
No, I'm just saying about the. I'm just saying you're just saying that in general because you're jealous about the active people coming to GalaxyCon.
Oh, always, yeah.
So.
Yeah. I've met people too, though. You know, see me bring it up every time.
Apparently, Aquatet also has Luxo Jr.
See, it's catching on.
Like you didn't. I mean, Dragon, you get whole podcasts about people you've met.
Well, so have you.
I've only gotten one.
Yeah, one.
You get like one every year.
Yeah, it's, in theory, so could you.
But I don't.
Yet.
Yes, yet.
Yeah, it's yet, so it's not really a valid point you're making there.
All right.
All right.
We're just splitting hairs at this point.
Sure.
All right, so what happens next?
Let's see. So, Doofenshmirtz fed up with Benjamin, the cabana boy, not bringing Doofenshmirtz his beverage. He devises the "Bring me a Drink-inator,"
and he takes a couple drinks from takes a couple things from even takes like a bucket from a little girl.
Yep.
Like there's nothing so petty that an inator can't fix. Making me work on vacation. You know, in the time that he built the inator, he probably just could have walked up to the guy and said, "Hey, can you get me a drink?"
Oh yeah.
But no, he decides to build the inator instead.
Jacob, if he did get that drink, it wouldn't quench his thirst for revenge.
Yeah, you got a good point there. You're waiting for the thing, aren't you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then I won't do it.
Let's see. So everyone's bickering in the hot sun, very unquenched.
Like Isabella and Baljeet go at each other's throats. Phineas has tried to mediate.
Ferb has the solution.
Ferb holds up a single mint leaf.
Yep. The Freakazoid's going somewhere going, that's some mint. I still don't know what he means.
Another Freakazoid reference.
I guess it's just like a big peppermint patty.
Yep. I like mint. You like Dagon? Do you do mint? I do mint ice cream.
I don't know. I can never really get behind mint. I mean, I love the idea of mint chip. I just can't get into it. If I tried it, I could probably look. I've tried mint stuff on like my chocolate cookies, but it's
just as long as you don't think it's like toothpaste.
That's the thing,
Because it's not toothpaste.
It's not toothpaste. It's
a separate thing.
It's a very separate thing, yes.
But there are people that are saying, "Oh, it's just like eating ice. It's just like eating toothpaste." I'm like, the heck it is.
You know what that reminds me of, though?
What does it remind you of?
Reminds me of the episode of Cat Dog, the dental episode of Cat Dog.
Oh God, no!
Remember, no, not the creepy part, but the part when he.
That's the one episode that almost everybody remembers, just because of how.
Everyone always. Here's the thing. Every time I think of that episode, everyone's always going to the big nightmare fuel, like still.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the biggest source of nightmare fuel in the entire series.
I know, but for me, again, it's like it's. See, it's two things. Okay, one, the thing I'm thinking of is like the toothpaste cake.
Ugh.
He makes it was like fluoride in toothpaste. He makes like this dental hygiene. Hey, dog, have some cake, and of course. The real nightmare fuel that everyone's going with the obvious, like the visual, but it's the implication that their dental hygiene is linked, but it's like a seesaw. So one can have great dental hygiene, the other one will suffer.
Like so, when Cat tries to clean dog's teeth, his teeth get worse. Is that it?
I think so. I'm trying to remember the exact. It was something like dog can eat crap and. Yeah, I think that's it. So dogs can eat all sorts of like terrible stuff, and cats' teeth. Basically, dogs' teeth will be fine, but cats' teeth will suffer,
huh?
And vice versa. I think I have to rewatch it to see because I remember there's something. There's like a little something, but that's because he's trying to brush dog's teeth so he can improve his. That's why he does the inside out thing.
which is
So I
makes
don't know
you
if it's as simple as I'm making it out to be. I think basically, like dog needs to have good hygiene so cat can have good hygiene. I think that's ultimately what it boils down to. So forget the point being the idea of there being a causal link of some kind. Like one can't just they have to be linked to have the good teeth. The point being that the cake was really it was a good it was good animation on like the dental cake. Everything else though was nightmare inducing in various ways, sure.
Oh god. That is not an image I
What was
want.
really horrific was like dog woke up during the teeth cleaning.
And suddenly every fan of cat dog shudders, says Aquatad.
Yeah.
Because you know, like you don't even have to say the name of the episode. You just hear cat dog, and that's probably the first thing that pops into a lot of people's heads is, hey, remember that dentist episode?
Yeah, just the dental hygiene episode.
Yeah.
You know, it goes it's the inside out cat, just like brushing the teeth.
Yep, that's the thing that everybody remembers. Because like it makes you wonder, how did Nickelodeon see that? I was like, yeah, that's fine.
There was another episode. It wasn't as visually horrific as that, but it was equally eerie and weird looking.
What's that?
So Cat, he tried to resist his baser feline instincts. He is a dog got this goldfish at like a carnival or something.
Yeah.
And Cat, it's like he's resisting the urge to eat fish. But he's all civilized compared to dogs, impulsive behavior, but he ended up eating the fish. So Horrify is basically, dog's asleep and he's basically has like a little fake fish, like a little blows up a little balloon and like ties it with like a rock. So what he does is he comes up with an excuse and he goes down he goes down he goes in the dog's mouth. So it's basically dog is like it's almost like an infinite kind of circular thing where a dog's eating cat, and cat's like going through the body, and like Winslow comes through, and he's looking like and he turns right around. I see what he's looking at.
That is pretty gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, Fishing for Trouble, I think that episode was.
That's the one.
And apparently the writer of that was the second main writer for Kids Next Door.
Hey!
Andy Reingold. He took over after Mo Willems left.
Yeah. I'm on season 3 of my Kids Next Door rewatch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which one? Which episode are you at?
Well, I'm on the, it was the Pink Eye episode.
Oh.
Which was, well, no, okay, remember, the Pink Eye episode was done like a private eye. It was a really great episode for number 2. It was like,
oh god, I remember that one.
It was like an old noir thing. It was like really cool though.
I remember that one, and the crust on the and the crust turns out to be pink eye.
Yeah. So there was that, and then the second episode, which I'm almost finished, is it was the sequel to like the Sandcastle Kid that wants to marry number 3.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one's like
Is that the one where he eventually runs off with Mushi?
Yeah, that's the thing is he's going after the Mushi's on for the adventure, and he kind of likes Mushi, so. But obviously, he goes for the younger sister, like any philanderer.
It's like, well, he tried to go for number 3, but then he's like, oh wait, she has a little sister.
But seriously, the Pink Eye episode again is doing it like I love when we do the genre stuff with number 2, and it was like, oh my, and they had like the noir. This is the stuff I live for. This is the stuff I want Pixar to do, minus the pink eye crust, minus that part,
and the filling.
Yeah, don't mention that. Yes, and besides the filling, yes.
I'm not saying what the filling is.
I know it's equally gross, but yeah.
Yeah.
But seriously, it's like he had like the Darren Norris was playing like the again like the hall monitors were like cops.
Joe Palooka.
Yeah, Joe Palooka. Like Joe Palooka is just oh my god, I love the whole Joe Palooka like number 2 like history. It's like his Harvey Bullock almost. I loved it. It's like a forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown kind of thing.
Yep. And to answer your question, Aquatad, no, she married number 4.
They did a fake out with that. That's what you're thinking about. At the start of the episode, they made you think that, and they said, "Well, you're not Abby."
Yeah, number 2's like, hey, you're not happy. So
Number
yeah,
4 is like, why don't you go in? Why don't you sit next to your own wife?
It's like, why don't you try hugging your own wife instead of mine?
God.
And apparently number 4 also went to Harvard Medical School.
Well, that just tracks.
Which is at the time one of the hardest medical schools to get into.
Well, yeah.
And so,
and where I'm at in the show, by the way, between seasons 2 and 3, it's like we established number 4. He is as illiterate as it gets.
Yep, and then he ended up getting in med.
Spells number 4 with a Q.
And a 7, I think.
Anyway,
he's like, I'm improving the words. And then,
lousy.
And then he, yeah. Anyway,
no, we got through. Okay, now, we're gonna go down a whole rabbit hole. I was gonna mention the whole. I just got past the fountain episode a few episodes ago. The whole, this like. The last time number 5 didn't help so get the delightful children something horrible she could never forgive.
Oh yeah, and what's that?
Number 1 just turns.
They made me bald.
Wow. Oh my god, I love that show. Anyway, so back to this show.
Yep, so after Ferb adds the leaf, everything goes well.
Yep, adds the hint of mint. It's a 10. Perfect summer. We have like perfect summer.
Which, if you notice, Buford had regular clothes on. He tore those off, and the track outfit was underneath that. And then he tore those off, and his regular clothes were underneath it again.
No wonder he wasn't quenched. He was dying of layers.
Yep.
And point being, so they're serving they have like a little like lemonade stand for like the perfect summer quencher,
which is basically Arnold Palmer with mint.
Yeah, the non-alcoholic version.
Yep.
I think.
I like Arnold Palmer's.
Yeah.
I mean, alcohol. I mean, Arnold Palmer's as a default aren't really alcoholic.
Well,
they're just tea and lemonade.
Yeah, I was saying there's Long Island iced teas and stuff, so I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I really want to go to the South and try a Southern lemonade, Southern iced tea though.
Well, just make sure you don't have a lemonade from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Sweeter? I thought you meant sweatier.
Just remember, sometimes that perfect taste comes at a cost. With the lemonade, it's feet. With proud family with the proud snack, it's also feet. With let's see, with Grim Adventures Billy Mandy, with the cookie recipe, it's bugs.
And then Futurama, The Secret to Slurm.
Well,
yeah,
it's gross.
It's also gross.
Yeah.
So,
you get the idea.
Yeah, but hey, the lemonade actually worked out quite well. I mean, a reunited Doug Dimmadome and Dale Dimmadome, heir to the Dimmadome fortune. Hey, you have to say the whole titles sometimes.
Yeah.
So that works out, and for once, the Inator isn't actually sent away by Doofenshmirtz. I mean, the invention isn't sent away by Doof, is it?
No.
In an attempt to set Carl free, Monogram opens one, and it opens the entire backyard, which launches it.
Which is an homage to the X-Men, I like to think. Yeah, you remember the X-Men, like the Blackbird comes out at the tennis court, which is very hazardous when you think about it.
Yeah, kind of.
So again, we kind of pull one of those. Only, oh god, we can't close the X-Men entrance. So Para, using the power of abs, manually closes it.
Yep, we've seen him earlier in this season. He definitely has the abs.
That he does. And
so he pulls it shut, and the backyard is free.
And the machine is catapulted.
And Doofenshmirtz, it lands on Doofenshmirtz.
Yep. Jacob, do you know what time it is?
I think I do, Dragon. It's
Gritty
time.
So after the very heavy beverage machine falls on Doofenshmirtz, he is his bring me a his bring me a drinkinator actually works. And the Doofenshmirtz, to numb the pain of the heavy thing that's just fallen on him, he develops a drinking problem. And he goes to AA, and it's a whole it's just bringing the inator worked, and it's just bringing him beverage after beverage and just harder stuff.
Drink away.
Every debate, after every defeat, after everything, he's just summoning the bev. He's just summoning the demon in a bottle.
He drank away the physical pain, then he's drinking away the emotional pain.
Yep, the loneliness, just everything.
Oh yeah.
He's beating Norm, but he hurts his hand. Like, Norm, I don't like you. He's just throwing stuff at him. My pain receptors are non-existent, sir.
It's like, sir, I think you have a problem.
I think you have a stupid face, Norm.
That wasn't very nice.
No, it wasn't. That's why it's an insult, Norm. Yeah, I'm going to throw an extension cord at you. You know what to do with it.
Why don't you just lay down?
Why don't you just help me throw up?
All right.
So those are the dark times for Hans Doofenshmirtz. Oh no, okay. So in reality, this by coincidence, he ultimately did get his drink with his Arnold Palmer,
and he likes it. And what is he dragging?
Quenched.
He's quenched.
He's the quenchiest.
And because he didn't know that his cabana boy is named Chris.
Yeah.
All right.
And of course, we learned that Carl, all this time, he just did an adequate job.
And then he has to go around and he now has to go around and do all the international entrances too.
Yep.
And how did Candace turn out, Dragon?
Curse you, mysterious force.
Next time you're stuck, I don't want to hear about it, Carl. Curse you, mysterious force.
Stacy says, you tell him, Carl.
Oh, God.
Very funny.
Yep, so on to Dungeons and Dating.
This was a serendipitous one.
How was that?
Well, when we get to the giant dice, we'll talk.
All right. Dad says, be careful with the Danville China entrance. And Balcal Skodlin. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry. Doof curses Perry. Candace is against the mysterious force. Who do you think will be Stacy's nemesis? That's a good question. Maybe there's another. Well, she did fight a lot of the scientists in that episode she was in. So.
Yep.
So we'll see. And I do have a little bit of an interesting side note for this episode.
What do you got?
Passion Villa is a reference to a British reality show named Love Island.
No.
And they even got the narrator for that series to reprise his role for the narrator of this.
What do you know?
His name is apparently Ian Sterling. So that's a fun background note. But Dragon, we begin with a horrible issue, don't we?
Yes, we do.
It's like emotional devastation.
Yes, due to contract disputes.
Stumbleberry Finkbat.
Yeah.
Has been cancelled.
Bum bum bum.
No. While Space Adventure goes on.
Yeah.
Stumbleberry Finkbat has been cancelled. It's a shame, isn't it, Dragon?
Yes, it is.
And for the look of things, Stumbleberry Finkbat is probably better than Space Adventure. What do you think?
Well, didn't there's a whole episode about this debate at a convention?
Yep. Nerds of a feather.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, based on what we've seen now.
I mean, I think we don't really see,
A bunch of Stumbleberry Finkbat, yeah.
yeah, we're seeing an approximation, just another fantasy thing. I mean, I don't know how accurate it is. I assume it is, but I mean, it has better production values than Space Adventure.
They're double dipping the franchises from Nerds of a Feather this season, says Aquatad.
That they are.
Then it is nice to actually see them bringing that kind of stuff back. Is like canceled contract negotiations. Stumbleberry Finkbat due to.
Yeah, so Vince Martell was on fire this one.
Yep, that's what we're doing. And of course, Isabella has her own anecdote about a show that she loved got canceled.
Yep.
The Goblin's Filibuster. I made an undisclosed amount of fan fiction to hold me over. Define undisclosed. That means we don't disclose it. That means she wrote a lot.
Well, yeah, it's Isabella. Come on, she's it's the more socially acceptable Helga.
Yep. At least she doesn't have a shrine towards Phineas. At least that we're aware.
Well, that we're aware. I'm pretty sure she has it. We just haven't set the undisclosed part, Jacob.
As far as we know,
She's got fan fiction. She's got photos. She's got his underwear in the display case somewhere, I'm sure.
Oh God.
Well, Helga had it for Arnold.
She actually had his underwear.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on a, it's either framed. I don't know if it's in a case, but it's hanging, so it's in the shrine.
Oh God. We love you, Helga, but
yeah.
But that's it. But
she was making out with it was Arnold's head made out of presumably. Actually, let me ask you this: the Arnold head that was made out of gum. Was it just her gum or was it his gum?
I don't remember that, Dragon.
I think it was her gum, but it would be worse. It would be creepier if it was his gum.
I mean, it's kind of creepy as it is.
What's the thing? Do you remember? You don't remember the whole she made out with it?
I don't remember that one. No.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
I remember she had a shrine, but
yeah. So So here's the thing. She's remade the shrine a couple times. It's like a different shrine every episode. Kind of, it's overall. I'm saying sometimes they rework it so it's not the same stale gag. So like one time she's like wearing almost like a tribal Arnold head, which that one always cracked me up. But then one of the other times, she basically stumbles out of her room, and her mother's just looking at her wearing all the tribal stuff, and everything just doesn't bat an eye because she's a lush. And then we have this one time where Helga's making out with it's basically a detachable Arnold head made out of gum, and she's holding it, and she's kind of kissing it.
She's kissed the fake Arnold more than she's kissed the real Arnold.
That is true. So when she's kissing the thing, it's chewing. It's like chewing gum, presumably wet chewing gum or chewing gum that is becoming wet. It's it's getting attached to her, cartoon physics. And it's like, Helga, what is it? It's just like talking while her face is stuck.
I was almost expecting her commenting on the flavor of it.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that gag was worked in, but probably not.
Aquatad says Isabella has the Finitar, or the Fintar. That's the extent of my knowledge. Yeah, that is pretty bad, but at least it's in her imagination.
Yep.
And Balak says, so both Candace and Isabella do fan fiction, something future sisters-in-law can relate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is nice. So.
Anyway, so after Phineas's dramatic emphasis gag.
So they decide to put it on themselves.
Yeah, they're going to do their own ending.
They even put up a bunch of flyers in both in Candace and Stacy's living room.
Inexplicably.
Yeah, it's like, wow, they do work quick.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy though, if you think about it.
Well, yeah.
They went into Candace's room and she didn't even notice, and they also went into Stacy's living room and she didn't even notice.
Yep.
It's kind of creepy.
Very creepy.
Very creepy. Where was that from again? I know.
It's It's from Hey Arnold.
I've heard, I know I've heard it elsewhere besides Hey Arnold, like that.
No. It's Hey Arnold. Very creepy, is like Mr. Wynn says.
Oh, yeah, very creepy.
Very creepy. It's very creepy.
Very, very creepy.
Yeah.
All right.
It's always so fun, Mr. Wynn. Everyone, I'd like to think history, reflects this accurately. So, Mr. Wynn, we gave him so many kind of comedy bits and comedy punchlines, and yet he has like the most emotional storyline all of Hey Arnold, which is just brilliant to me.
Yep.
You know?
Is there an episode where he tried to become a country music star?
That's the thing. Mr. Wynn, he really has 3 big episodes. They're really good episodes. Okay, you have again the Christmas episode being like the end all be all. You have the country western episode where he sings just the simple things, and I think it's like some country star Travis something. He sings the song. I'm blanking on the last name. It's Travis something. Or Randy Travis. It's Randy Travis. That's what the guy's name is.
All right.
Anyway, so he's in the episode as himself, and he also does the song as Mr. Wynn's singing voice. Because it's a Vietnamese guy who can somehow sing like the most legally and iconic country westerns, which is really funny. Yep. And then the last one, which I think chronologically kind of worked like Christmas, and then the simple things, and then Mr. Wynn, he's a cook in his day job, and he's trying to get a restaurant job, and it's really sweet where his family's complicated because really it's his daughter who isn't like they're reconnected, but presumably like they're not like living in the same boarding house.
They're estranged.
Well, no, they're not estranged, but because they love they like each other. It's just this thing where
All right.
I don't know if estranged is the right word. I'm sure they get along, but they're
All right.
It's complicated. The point being, she's all grown up now and everything. Anyway. So, basically the boarders, they invite like the boss man over so they can impress the boss with like Mr. Wynn's big family, and they kind of play along. So they did all this for Mr. Wynn, which it's nice. Yeah. It's a farce. It's a very Frasier-esque farce, but it's nice.
It does sound nice.
Anyway, point being, he's got 3 big episodes like that. So yeah, Mr. Wynn.
So what is Doofenshmirtz doing, Dragon?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. Doofenshmirtz is trying to find love through technology.
Well, they even have a jingle for it, which you haven't done in a while.
Yes. It's Doofenshmirtz trying to find love again.
And Vanessa's actually helping him.
Yeah, and of course he points out that he's being catfished by bots.
Robotina.
Yes.
Which we find out later may have been more legit than Vanessa thought.
Yeah, it might have worked out for him a little bit.
Yep. But we'll get to that.
Yep,
but
Norm is very switched on by this.
Oh yes, switched on.
Yeah. Hubba.
Get your all profile, Norm.
Vanessa suggests maybe a reality check, some in real life dating, which gives Doofenshmirtz an idea that's close but not quite there.
Like a reality dating show. That's a great idea.
That's not what I meant, Dad. Oh,
look, they're casting for Passion Villa.
Yes, so we enter the parody of the reality show, the reality dating show.
Yep. So Dragon, who are you in for? On Passion Villa.
What do you mean?
Like, because there's Thad, like shiny things. Theo, who brushes his own hair. And Evan, who is Evan.
Okay, Evan was funny.
Do you know what Evan's whole personality is?
Long pauses.
Like, Dragon, his whole personality is Evan. Because everything he says is just Evan.
Yeah.
And of course, Doof.
Yep. So, I think at one point I realized we've always checked in at least on one reality dating show just to get a feel for it. Have you?
I can't say that I have, but maybe I did in the past. I don't know.
I did in the past on VH1, because look, let's face it. I think we all watched VH1 for the I love the 90s or the I love the decades kind of thing that they did. And if you stuck around for it, it's either because of the occasional movie that would come on, or then while you're sticking around there, yeah, maybe your curiosity is piqued by a reality show or two.
Yeah.
These,
I've seen reality TV before, but never a reality dating show.
I've seen one.
And what,
It had no bearing on like the precursor to it, but hold that thought, Jacob. Do we have any comments?
well, we don't have any more comments, but I've only really familiar with a couple reality TV shows myself. I don't really watch a lot of reality TV per se.
Well, that's the thing. Neither have I. With reality TV, the most in with reality TV, the closest thing I ever had was like Who Wants to Be a Superhero because Stan Lee was on that.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. And in that kind of way, I have seen some kind of reality shows, but
I can count on one hand. So there was the Who Wants to Be a Superhero, 2 seasons of it, and there was Fear Factor. I think collectively we've all watched maybe like an episode or so of Fear Factor. It's more
I
kind of slash game show, but it's kind of reality show. I don't know. It's kind
yeah,
of
I count that as more of a game show.
yeah, and it's a very unpleasant game show.
And now
And then
the new season's hosted by Johnny Knoxville.
yes.
Of
Anyways,
yeah.
okay. Anyway, the other one, Jim Henson Creature Shop. That was a great one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that one was a whole thing where they had builders and they had challenges to test their puppet making craft, and it was awesome.
Well,
So
I have seen things like Lego Masters and that Netflix show Nailed It,
right,
which is kind of like baking, but. And I have seen I have seen other reality shows. I guess on like the Travel Channel. I don't know if MythBusters counts as a reality show.
no, I mean, it's not like a reality show. It's a show, just
But it is realistic.
Well, no, yeah, but it's like a reality show is when you have like the interviews of people, and you kind of like the whole. It's like a contest. Like a reality show is like, it's like a contest for something.
Yeah, that's fair. But
Okay,
so
anyway.
And Aquatad does say I've seen several ads for The Bachelor and Bachelorette, but I've never watched it. Say.
So that's the thing. The closest I ever got to that was, against my better judgment, again, just because it was on. I think I checked out one reality dating show. It was I Love New York.
All right.
I Love New York was so back in the day on VH1. You had this guy who, let's face it, was butt ugly. He was a butt ugly rapper by the name of Flava Flav.
All right, I know who Flava Flav is.
The guy with the giant clock.
I know who he is.
So he infamously had the reality dating show on VH1. So he had this so first of all, The Bachelor and slash Bachelorette. That is the perennial, as the end all be all reality dating show, and VH1 did their knockoffs of it, and their knockoff of it essentially was whatever the Flavor Flav show was called, or Flavor Love or something, whatever it was called. Just the idea of we have like kind of I think Bret Michaels got one too. The point being, you have just some way, shape, or form. You have some quasi celebrity who probably would have popped up on the I Love the blank decades thing on VH1, and we give him a dating show in which we have a fancy mansion. We have the guy, and we have some silly challenges and or dates set up, and just we see the chemistry. He picks one at the end. It's basically knockoffs of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. And I Love New York was a spin-off of the Flavor Flav thing, where basically one of the girls infamously at the end of the Flavor Flav dating show, it was down to I think a girl and another girl, and between the two girls they all had stupid names. They were named one was New York and one was probably another place or some other name or something.
Okay.
Pumpkin or whatever it was. I think it was Pumpkin was the other girl. The point, there was an infamous thing where I think this Pumpkin girl spit on New York or something. It was she got upset and they got into fisticuffs, and then point being her popularity skyrocketed because of that, and VH1 was like, this is drama. Let's give her a spinoff. Let's give her a dating show.
Oh God!
I think the reason I went for it was it was kind of interesting to see it kind of going the other way versus I think what the Bachelorette was. We're still it's the guys going after the girl instead of vice versa. Because that was what was sad about it. That these poor women are just debasing themselves on TV. The other thing felt kind of funnier is these random kind of guys from so many walks of life. They're clearly like acting for the camera, just going after the one girl. I don't know. It's kind of funny.
Well, I mean, that's how it is for both sides.
No, you're right. It is. I don't know. It was just something kind of like something. I don't know. Anyway, point being, I'm not saying it was. I want to be clear. This was trash TV. This was not great TV. It was just kind of, it was like the one dating show I actually ever like watched from start to finish for like a season.
Aqua Ted has a couple comments, and I was like, you should check out Total Drama Island. It's a reality show and it's anime.
Okay, there you go. Now that I have seen. That's, I guess I wasn't thinking about it because it's an animated reality show. But yeah, there is a quote. That, again, that's a better example. It's essentially reality TV right there. Yeah.
I mean, it's probably more scripted than actually, it's probably as scripted as an actual reality TV show.
Pretty much.
So, only King Kong can spit on New York.
That's true. Anyway, the point being, just just kind of took me back a little to the cheesy VH1 reality, kind of dating show.
Yep.
Yeah.
But before we get into the dating, why don't we see what the boys have built?
It's a die.
Not just any die. A dodecahedron.
Yeah, so for the layman out there, it's a Dungeons and Dragons dice.
Well, it's really any tabletop die.
All right, fine. It's a complicated dice game die.
And specifically a die that has 12 sides.
Yes. So here's why this is serendipitous, Jacob.
Okay.
Okay, so I watched season 2 of Ted.
And
I loved it. It was great. Maybe not. I don't know if it holds up to the quality of season 1. Here's the thing: the production values were even better than season 1. In terms of the writing quality, I don't know. The point being, it was still good. It wasn't like a huge decline or anything. It was just like, I think went a little broader with the comedy into, but it was still good.
Okay.
Point being, there was an episode, the most impressive episode of season 2 from a production standpoint, was the Dungeons and Dragons episode, in which Ted, Blair, and Johnny, they're trying to get, basically they're trying to get a supply of weed.
Okay.
Whereas Johnny's mother says marijuana. My favorite character in this show is Lana Ubach's character, which is Susan Bennett, Johnny Bennett's mother.
All right.
She is, oh my god, she's my favorite. Ever since the first season, I love Alana Ubach, and I love her as this character so much. Anyway, so the point being, they play a game. There's this guy who's like at the high school, even who's like 20 something. He has a kid, which is it's funny. He's basically, if you play Dungeons and Dragons with him and you win, he'll be incentivized to give him his supply, or basically give him some marijuana.
Okay.
So it's basically they're playing the game, and then the parents get in on the action, unaware what the stakes are, and they're playing along with it here. And then basically we cut between the POV, so it's real role play kind of thing where we see him like in the basically. So Seth MacFarlane, again, who's been known to do really well in directing the genres, because he's done the Orville, which is in space. He's done the Old West with A Million Ways to Die in the West, and he basically does a Dungeons and Dragons medieval kind of fantasy setting. And in one episode he directs it flawlessly and very practically, might I add. Like there's this demonic boss character at the end, and it is done practically, and it is amazing.
Nice.
So I see where, again, sadly Ted is not coming back. The show is not coming back. They're doing a different Ted show in animation that's more a spin-off to the sequel to the movies, but that's not. It's kind of pointless if it's animated, frankly. But notwithstanding. Sadly, Ted is not getting a season 3. At least it doesn't look like it. And not because people don't like it, not because it necessarily got canceled, but because budget-wise, they cannot make more episodes because it's really expensive to make the episodes.
Makes sense.
Sadly. And that episode, presumably, is the one that broke the bank, if I'm being honest, but it was really cool. So it was just serendipitous that you get a Dungeons and Dragons episode, and then we get this.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Awkward Dad says the title of this episode had me thinking that there's going to be a D&D day between two characters.
Yeah.
So, their idea is to give Stumbleberry Finkbat a finale by going into their dungeon crawl dodecahedron. which is pretty neat.
Yeah.
So, so Dragon, what do you make of the actual dodecahedron?
I mean, I like the structure. I like the building of it. Of course, the dimensions.
Yeah,
It's like Snoopy's doghouse.
and they have to find out the who is the mysterious knight in really dark gray.
Yeah.
Who could he possibly be?
Yeah. Probably
Candace,
Carl.
and Candace is going along with it just to speed things along and make sure nothing happens.
Yep.
And
So they're LARPing, which we established some LARPing a little earlier on, which we pay off with the guy in the gray.
Yep, like we established it in Candace Against the Universe.
Yeah.
Except that was for an alien invasion. It's like
Yeah.
not to mention, not to be mistaken for the Black Knight of Worcestershire.
Yeah.
Some call
Not
it
that one.
some call it Worcestershire though. You remember, you understand that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Buford falls, and they turn it into a side quest.
Yeah.
So they do rescue him. So, and apparently, what is Monogram's issue with what Doof is doing, Dragon?
Well, he's watching the show.
Yep, and Monogram is Team Evan.
Yeah.
Because he has to go for the guy that just goes, Evan.
Well, yeah.
Dragon, are you Team Evan?
Well, I mean, I'm rooting for Doofenshmirtz, but aside, if we're taking Doofenshmirtz out of the equation with the actual people in the contest, probably Evan.
Evan.
Yeah.
he has like they're like playing water chicken or whatever.
Yeah, give him a chicken.
A game of chicken. There's a girl on his shoulders, and he's looking into a mirror saying, Evan.
I think he's missing the point of the game of chicken.
Yep. He's just looking at himself in a mirror.
Yeah.
And so Doofenshmirtz offers to shake things up.
With the shake things up-inator.
Yep. He went to shake up social dynamics, but it just ends up making them vibrate a lot instead. How could that ask? Are we sure Evan isn't a narcissist? I think he is a narcissist. Dragon?
I would say so.
And so, Dragon, who is the ringer they send in to really shake things up in Passion Island?
Perry the Platypus.
Perry the Platypus. Yep. Wearing swim trunks.
Yep, and again, I love the shot so much. I'm so rarely am I sure of things in life, and this was like one of those. Like, yeah, this feels right. This feels like if we're going for something funny that like at least captures the dating reality show aspect of it. This feels like the way to go.
Yep.
Just Perry the Platypus surrounded by beautiful women in swimsuits, and Doofenshmirtz is just kind of there, just kind of like, come on, really?
It's like you're looking for love too. Like, I guess we're not so different. But yep, when you mentioned this image, I was like, yep, we got to go for that.
Yeah, it just kind of felt right.
Like, yep, the women in swimsuits, Perry the Platypus and Doof just there.
Yep, it just reminds me of like almost like the Freakazoid, like hula girls, hula girls.
I know it. We're in Norway. And the hula girls are very well known in their native country of Norway.
Yes, they are, Jacob.
I mean, am I right or am I right?
You're right.
Well, that's what he says, right?
Yeah.
So, hula girls.
Hula girls.
Oh yeah. So Doofenshmirtz doesn't really take the whole thing well and still shakes things up.
Yeah, but gets into a fight and he ends up shaking himself up.
Off the set.
Yeah.
Can we also mention that Norm and Vanessa are watching this. It's like, and Doof, and when Doof's just like, I want someone to take over the tri-state area with and I can be their guy state area.
Oh God.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
And Vanessa just has her head in her hands.
Just watches in horror.
It's like I can't look.
I just
And
want someone who's really full of themselves.
Vanessa's like, I can't look. And
See, I'm watching that. The gag is, I think Doofenshmirtz is in the right place, given like the women that are on the people that are on these types of shows.
I mean, one of them literally says like, I don't want a man who apologizes. Which is really not too far off from actual dating shows.
That's the thing. That's what it feels like. I was like, man, they really captured it authentically.
It's like, and I just like said, Vanessa's just like, I can't look, and Norm's like, I can't look away. It's like watching a train. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion, isn't it, Dragon?
Yep.
Wouldn't you say that? Like, Doof's dating advice. I wonder how he got Charlene in the first place.
Yeah.
But lucky for us, he did, right? Because we wouldn't have Vanessa if he didn't. All right. So they make it to the kids make it to the final puzzle, and as it turns out, they are fought by a giant puzzle knight, which is a pretty cool design, actually.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sure you kind of like. I know you're not really a fantasy guy, right?
I mean, not particularly, but I'm not like Anthem. I'm like burn it all down, but not really.
Yep. Oh, before we move on, Aquatad has this to say: like, Doof needs to work on his pickup line in Nator.
Yeah, he does.
But knowing him would probably backfire in some way. Like he would talk and literally lift people off the ground or something. Knowing him.
Or he's in like a checkout line, and it moves a lot quicker when he hits, because the line picked up.
Yeah, that too. A literal pickup line. Like it zaps and he like goes to pick up his order or something.
Yeah.
It's like where? Like, or what if that was his intention in the first place and just makes him smoother with the ladies? That could also work.
But he only tracks women with groceries.
Yep.
Which includes Linda.
Linda's already married, though.
Well, it doesn't mean she has to go for it. I'm saying she gets summoned. Like, why am I here? Again, you? Do I know you? Yes.
So Dragon, Candace almost gets hit by the knight. And my point was that I know you're not a big fantasy guy, but you gotta admit, a lot of these like night robots is a pretty neat blend of that.
Oh yeah.
Like the gadgetry and the fantasy side of things.
I liked it.
And so Candace he almost gets attacked by the puzzle knight. And
the bit with Candace, I love the whole Raiders nod where she just walks like straight through the the death traps like without batting an eye to save Buford.
Yep, it was great. And Phineas is all just like how great it was, and Candace just basically wants to get the whole thing over with. So nothing like so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Candace is saved by the man in really dark gray.
Who is?
Jeremy.
Yeah. And by the way, I forgot to mention, you're a wizard in this.
What?
Yeah, you're a wizard in this.
Oh yeah, like yes, I am.
Yeah.
I don't have the image, but here I am.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't get any speaking lines here.
That's not a crime. It's like, you talk enough. Yeah, like that.
All right. And so they figured out they figured out the ending to Stumbleberry Finkbat. The princess is saved by the knight in really dark gray, and they found out who he is. But how exactly does the die get taken away, Dragon?
Gets hit by the the usual reflective blast. Hits the shake it up-inator.
Yeah, it bounces off the satellite.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that so many beams shoot off satellites in this show, don't they?
Yeah,
But if it ain't broke, right?
that's right.
So, and that tilts it and sends it away.
Yep.
Well, it's not like it got up and danced away.
It got up and danced away.
It got up and it danced away.
All right, so then we have our coda here with Norm. Norm goes on a date with Robotina.
And she takes off her head, and it's a woman who likes to LARP as a robot.
Yep. I've been robo-fished.
I've been human fished.
No, Wait.
He says human fish.
Oh, he does?
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, he's been human fished.
Robo fished probably would have been funnier, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Doof may have had good luck with that one for Doof, who knows? Maybe she and Doof would have hit it off.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, she was pretty attractive. I mean, I give her a shot.
Yeah, but
I think robots are cool. I mean, look, as robots, and then there's like the whole furry thing. I mean, look, no judgments. It's just that the whole you're dating a mascot versus like dating somebody who's like, oh man, she's dressed like a cool robot.
Yeah, but like I said, I think she and Doof would have hit it off.
Yeah, I love RoboCop. I don't know if I date him, but I love him.
I think Awkward Dad says that's still my favorite invention disappearance, probably referring to the it got up and it danced.
It danced away.
Yep.
Yep.
It is like one of the most out there disappearances, but it is hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, poor Norm. He thought he found love again. Because remember, he had Chloe. I think her name was Chloe.
Yeah.
And then we never see her again. He thought he found love, but it was a human.
Yeah.
Because Norm is an actual robot.
Yep.
So, poor Norm. No romance for poor Norm.
Not this time.
No. So that brings us to the end. I think we had another pretty strong week, wouldn't you say?
I think so.
I think entrance exam and Dungeons and Dating, they worked out better than I anticipated just based on the premises alone. And as I said, I was honestly, at the same time, I was surprised that you win with this image, but also at the same time, I wasn't, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you did. All right, so thank you, Little Blue, who just joined us not too long ago. We have Aquatad and Bihakis Sodikin. I'm still sorry. I can't get that name right to the @ And thank you for joining us this week. And be sure to join us next week for the penultimate episode of Season 5. That's right. Only 2 more left. What do you think of that, Dragon?
Only 2 more left, eh?
Yep, only 2 more left this season.
You mean 2 more episodes, right? Not 2 segments.
2 more half-hour episodes, yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, it figures we'd run out sooner or later. I mean, we're like 18, so.
Yep. So we still have yet to wait for season 6. So we'll see how that goes. But currently, we just have the 20 episodes in season 5, and we just have 2 more left. And the next one being Elevator Irritator and Master of Fate. Sounds interesting. Good night, everybody.